Let me tell you something that might be uncomfortable to hear. Your life right now is a reflection of what you have been willing to tolerate. Not what you say you want, not what you believe you deserve, but what you consistently allow. Hello everyone, welcome back to Elevate You Lifestyle. I'm Eric Quick Nelson. Imagine this. Imagine a man who keeps telling himself, it's not that bad. I will deal with it later. It will get better. So he tolerates it. The late responses, the inconsistency, the lack of effort, the environment that drains him, the habits that don't serve him. And over time, what he wants questioned becomes what he accepts. This is what we're going to talk about today. Let's dive into it. Tolerance is powerful, not just in how you treat others, but in how you shape your own life. Because what you tolerate doesn't stay external, it becomes internal. You don't just tolerate behavior, you normalize it, you adapt to it, you build your life around it, and eventually you reflect it. That is why you become what you tolerate. If you tolerate inconsistency, your life becomes inconsistent. If you tolerate disrespect, your environment becomes disrespectful. If you tolerate laziness, your standards become, to a point, it begins to drop. Not all at once, quietly, gradually, until one day you look around and realize, this isn't the life I wanted. And the truth is, it doesn't happen overnight. It happened through small allowances, small compromises, small moments where you said, it's okay, when it really wasn't. Let me say this clearly. Every time you tolerate something misaligned, you lower your standard of your life. And standards determine everything. Your circle, your habits, your opportunities, your results. Strong people don't build their lives on what they hope will change. They build their lives on what they accept life right now. Because reality is built on standards, not intentions. Here's the shift. You don't need to control everything. You don't need to control what you allow to stay, what you continue to entertain, what you continue to give energy to. Because energy is agreement. Time is agreement. Attention is agreement. If you keep giving those things to something that doesn't align, you are reinforcing it. And reinforcement creates permanence. That is why change requires discomfort. Because raising your standards means removing what no longer fits. And removal feels like loss at first. You lose certain people, you lose certain habits, you lose certain comforts. But what you gain is alignment. You gain clarity. You gain peace. And peace comes from clean standards. From knowing what you allow and what you don't, without guilt, without explanation, without hesitation. Let me remind you of something powerful. You don't raise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. And your standards are revealed by what you tolerate daily. not occasionally, but daily. So if you want a different life, you don't start by chasing something new. You start by removing what should not be there. You clean your environment. You clean your habits. You clean your expectations. And once things are clean, growth becomes natural because nothing is working against you anymore. Let me leave you with this. If you want to know where your life is going, look at what you are tolerating right now. Then decide if that's the life you are choosing. If this message spoke to you today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear this. Let's elevate you. And as always, let's elevate.